Alright, yo, what's up, guys? My name is Louie. Welcome back to another video, and welcome back to another tool tip. Remember how I did the tool tips a while back? Well, I'm bringing it back. Every Friday, or at least most Fridays, if I can remember or two, or if I have something I can do a tip on or a reaction on, I'll be doing either a tool tip or a reaction video. Like I said, I'm mixing up some of the stuff I do on my channel. I'm going to be doing different things. Not just gaming. I'm going to keep doing gaming, but I'm just doing other things as well that I enjoy. So, or tool tip or slash show and tell of things that I have. That's what we'll call it, because it's not just tools always. You know, maybe I'll talk about my Funko or stuff like that, or my One Piece ships. But anyways, today's tool tip is actually a multi-tool tip. See what I did there? Yes, I'm talking about the thing that you bring with you on campouts and other things when you need a lot of tools in a small package that aren't as good as having the entire tool, all the separate tools, but get the job done for most small applications. Yes, I'm talking about the humble multi-tool. There's a couple different versions of a multi-tool. You can have this. This is the most standard multi-tool. It's a pair of pliers. This is my favorite one I own. It's a Gerber multi-tool. Let's see, Gerber suspension. I don't think that's the actual name of it, but it's a Gerber multi-tool. It's not a Leatherman. It's a Gerber. It's my favorite one I own. There's also, and by the way, if you see some red here on the things, ignore that. I didn't kill anyone or pull anyone's teeth out. I just got done pulling out a bad ingrown toenail. I'll be honest, I do that on my own. I'm not going back to the doctor and getting lidocaine shots, just like my dad does. So, then you also have this multi-tool. Now, this is my second favorite because I use these clippers as, just nail clippers. They're just, like, my most handy access to nail clippers. But they've also got a little flat-ended knife, as well as a little hook file thing. It's like a file, but it has like a little hook on the end. As well as, where's this end one here? It's real hard to get some of these out. And then it's got what I believe is, if I can get out, a flathead screwdriver and a bottle opener. So, that's another kind of multi-tool. Another multi-tool can be found in my knife kit. Let's see here, if I can get this thing out. Here it is. Yes. I've got a big thing full of knives, right? I keep them in this case. Here's my other multi-tool. There's another kind, like this one, and this one, and this one. Here's some other multi-tools. We'll go back to the first knife that I ever got, which was this. Here's the Leatherman. You cannot talk about multi-tools without bringing up Leatherman, the most iconic maker of multi-tools, if you ask me at least. So it has some okay scissors. They're not perfect. They could use a sharpening. They're not the best scissors, but they're good enough. Then has a little clip. Clip it on, mixed with a bottle opener. They're meant to have a pair of pliers, as everyone else does. I've lost mine. It's got a little file. And let's see, what else does it have? It's got a knife. That's right, a knife. Decently sharp still. I haven't used this knife in a long time. I don't really carry it anymore. I also have this snap-on multi-tool I got from a car show, I believe. It's very nice, actually. It's like a small one. It's got a nice pair of pliers. Spring return. Very nice. It's got a flat. I actually really like this one as well. I kind of forgot about it. There's got a flathead screwdriver. It's got a file. It's got a longer flathead screwdriver, I suppose. A little pry piece, maybe. Got a very thin knife blade. A Phillips head screwdriver, right? Oh, I'll cut myself. Okay, hang on. It's a little hard to get some of the stuff out of these multi-tools. Phillips head screwdriver. And got a little bottle opener, it appears to be. Small bottle opener. And a serrated blade. It's not a very good blade, but it's serrated. And then we have another multi-tool, which is kind of like a Swiss Army knife. This is another brand that you can't forget to mention. This is not a Swiss Army knife. It's kind of like just a cheap rip-off one, but I actually really like the look of it. It's got this nice red wood. It's got a corkscrew. And then it's got basically the same thing as all the other ones. It's got like 3 different little like things. I don't really know. And then it's got a nice knife blade. A nice serrated knife blade, very big one. And then it's got a pair of scissors. Here's another iconic design. Hard to get out, but as you can see, that kind of scissor. And then it's got another classic setup. You got these two bottle openers. Oh, it looks like, yeah, they're both bottle openers. So, then we have this one. Now, this is my favorite one. This is my favorite one. It has, I'm going to close it for you. It's got the springy pliers, like I just showed you. It's got this knife, okay? It's got this here, looks like a flat screwdriver. We got a Phillips screwdriver. This is what I'm talking about. It's a very thin Phillips screwdriver. That's the thing about a multi-tool, right? It's going to have like a not as good way of doing it's going to have a much lesser version of a tool, but in a compact package with other tools. So now once you have them all out, or once you just have one out, this one actually has this thing where on either side there's these little things. You need to pull that down. See, watch. You got to pull it down just like that. Once you pull it down, see, like right now, it's not going to close. I pull this down, and when I was younger, it was such a pain. I used to hate knives with little locks, but it's good to have little safety locks. Then it goes down like that. But it has another side, too. Here it has, again, a serrated edge. It's got, appears to be a bottle opener mixed with, like, a smaller knife blade. I think that is. Yeah, it's like a smaller blade that's not so sharp. I don't even really know what that's for, to be honest with you. It's got this. Guess it's another flathead. I don't really know what this is for either, to be honest with you. Half the stuff I don't get what it's for. It's got, I'll show you that at the end. And then it's got the classic, another classic design for scissors. It's got this. Then you fold it up and you put it back. Now I'll show you one more thing that some of them tend to have. Now also another thing is when you have like some out like this, the ones that are all the way out just go in. That's the key if you're weak. If you're weaker and you can't get them out. Look at it has that right there. It folds out. I actually never noticed that until now. I know. You always find little quirks with these multi-tools. And then you've got another multi-tool that I'm sure a lot of us are familiar with. This thing. These little cheap things that you get with that, like they give out at little promotional events. They usually have things on. I have like two of these red ones. One has like text on it. Yeah, it's over there. And then I've got a blue one that says like some brand's name on it. That's what I'm saying. They just give those out. They all, of course, have the cheap. They're all basically the same. They have a cheap little blade. Don't ever carry one, please. They're like a little novelty thing. Not even novelty. They're just like little useless knives. But you've got a very rusty file. And then you've got the world's crappiest pair of scissors. The lamest excuse for a pair of scissors. And a lot of them will actually have a pair of pliers in it. As you can see, I haven't lost this one. As a matter of fact, could I put this pair of pliers in here? No, I can't. But, nonetheless, I have like two other ones of these. I would never carry this one. I could carry something like this, or this especially. This is a snap-on, this is a nice tool. So, basically, a multi-tool is just, they're great. There's something that I utilize on an almost nightly basis. I use this thing a lot when I'm just in my room at night working on stuff. This multi-tool is the one that I go to the most. It stays out. It doesn't stay in my actual kit of knives. It just stays on my desk, on my other desk, on my little stereo speaker here sitting there that I've got sitting over there, on my little toolbox there. I'll do a tool tip on that toolbox at some point as well. That's another idea for a toolbox tip. Yeah, I just recently got that toolbox. It's like a big Craftsman, like actual stationary one, not like a little carry-around one. It's nice. I still got my carry-around one in case I ever need to bring some tools with me. But you get what I'm saying. Multi-tools are great. Just go out and get a cheap little Leatherman like this one to start you off. It's pretty good. This one I don't think was that much, maybe 30 bucks, 40 maybe. But I got it for Christmas, but that's probably what you get this for. I think I've seen, like, the newer versions of these now. This is a couple years old, but hey, it still serves me just fine. I don't need to go buy another one. This could be a lifetime tool, hey? So, yeah, it's a Gerber tool. It's well-made. Leatherman, this will probably outlast me, to be honest, especially with how little I use it. Now, then you've got, like, this. This, I don't use it much at all, but it's cool. It's, like, a cheap brand. Then this, And then, of course, we have this one, like I said, has a Dodge logo on it. The old Dodge logo. Now it's kind of the Ram logo. But nonetheless, I'm going to keep it under 10 minutes. So that's all I wanted to show y'all. Was just different multi-tools. Go out and get yourself a multi-tool. They come in handy. Thank y'all for watching. Peace out.